channel. For those of you that are new, welcome back. For all of my returning subscribers, new or returning, if you guys have never seen my channel before, welcome to the Taurus Show. All right, this would be episode 60. It's been a minute since we've done the Taurus Show. We've kind of been staying in the present lately, but I don't know who it was, but someone in the comment section said they missed when I go live, and so here I am. So if you never want to miss a live, I do not have a schedule. So whenever I feel like going live or guided to go live, that's when I go live. So make sure you turn your bell notifications on, click all, so you're notified of when I go live. Let me give you the little rundown of what you see here. We're going to do your current energy, Taurus, your love life, your career, finances. We also going to get messages from your higher self, divine guidance. And then we're going to tap into the one that's made for you. All of my messages are timeless. So only take what resonates, leave it until it does. That's the first thing. The second thing is at the end of the stream, if you are a member on the Stay Nested tier, Lovebirds tier, or the Soul Train, I'm going to be going live over there immediately after this live. And I'm going to spin the wheel for every tier. Okay, so it's going to be one live stream that has all the tiers in it. And I'm going to spin the wheel 3 times. And I already have all the questions that you guys dropped on the community tab entered on the decision wheel. So if you are a member on all 3 tiers, you got to enter 3 times into that chance to get a reading or have your question answered. Okay, so that's going to happen immediately after this live. If you want to catch the live stream, if you missed that live stream, you can always replay it. Okay, let's jump right into it. What's up, you guys? Let me pull up the chat so I can see. Because I can't see from this angle at all. Happy Friday. Okay, now I can see the chat. What's up, Aya? Hi, Diana. Pale Christopher. Healing Hearts. Natalie's. Hey, y'all. Hey. Yes. So if you guys have disappeared from the channel or you aren't getting notifications, definitely check your notifications and see if some way, somehow you are not receiving notifications. All right, y'all ready? First of all, don't tell me yet. Because if it shows up in the cards, I like to be surprised. Because I was going to ask y'all what y'all getting into this weekend. But don't tell me yet. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. Cool, y'all can hear me? All right, I'm hearing a song. Current energy for Taurus. I'm hearing, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Imagination. That is your creation. Come on, Barbie. Let's go party. Yeah. Okay, so something about, I'm picking up an energy. I don't know, something to do with flexibility. I don't know all the lyrics to that song, but that's the song that I'm hearing. All right, let's get into your pile. All right. So for your current energy, you got social media junkie. Okay. You also have intuition and manifestation in reverse. Okay. We have self love in reverse. And then we have friendship in reverse. And then we have the King of Swords in reverse. What the helly? I think that was the title. Maybe there's something in that the title from the channel message that I posted, I think that yesterday. It's titled "What the Helly." That's what I'm getting here. Something about watch that video if you haven't already. There is some type of message in there for you. Let's move this around a little bit so we have it in frame. Okay. I know, geez, we are starting off strong. Okay, Taurus. Damn. So you aren't very, I don't know if this is your energy or someone else's energy that you're connected to. But I'm going to read it as if it's you, Taurus. Okay? Because I have to. And sometimes spirit will show the energy as you, so that way you can observe an effect that somebody may have over you or have on you, and you can kind of course correct, okay? Or send that fucking energy back the way it's supposed to come. You know what I mean? If it don't belong to you, send it back or alchemize it and use it for your greatest good, because that's what I'm seeing here. We got a tune up happening right now. Spirit is saying it's time to tune this shit up, clean this shit up. Something has got you in this ruthless energy. The King of Swords in reverse is a tyrant. So something or someone got you in this tyrant energy, and you are not open to friends, you're not open to relationships, you're not open to dating, you're really tired of fucking people, you're tired of people playing with you. You have a lot of triggers. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the energy is showing up as you got a lot of triggers, right? And what spirit is saying is, if you remove the triggers and you work on removing the triggers, no one else outside of you would have the power to push your buttons because they don't exist to begin with. Okay, I don't know who I'm talking to today, but you have buttons and someone continues to try those buttons because you have them there. So maybe their purpose in your life is to make you aware that you have those buttons to begin with, so you can start removing that shit out of your energy, out of your auric field. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I had to bring my glow nails back. Okay. I sure did. Um cuz I'm also picking up, like, it may not even be, God forbid, this is just like a way that somebody's papa raised them, or a way that somebody was raised, or something about, if this is not like an actual person in your life, you may have been raised as by a ruthless leader or a ruthless person that that just raised you to be very cautious about everything. And it may have served you very well, but it may no longer serve you in this next phase of life, because we have intuition and manifestation in reverse. So all that overthinking and needing things to make sense is not your intuition. That's logic. And when you lean too much into this cognitive thought process, you remove intuition, and you're solely operating off of your own imagination, your own figment of your imagination, which would make sense because that would land you in tyrant energy. You know what I'm saying? Put it over there. Did these motherfuckers crack my eggs? No. No, no, no. Put it over there, Papa. You so nice. Okay, don't worry about that. I'll get the water. So I don't know who needs to hear that. Take it over there. Let me see this one. All right. So we have social media junkie. You could also be listening to a podcast, or you're listening to someone that may be giving if you are listening to someone that is like giving advice, or they're very opinionated and they are kind of like a preacher, or someone that is trying to teach you something or preach something to you, or I feel like spiritually what's happening, like a sponge, SpongeBob SquarePants, you're absorbing that person's ideologies, their perspectives, and it's having a chemical reaction. It's having a spiritual reaction on you because you're absorbing it, whether it's through watching it, listening to it, whatever you got in your phone. Someone here is turning you into a closed book. Okay, and it may be just really irritating you. Like, you know what? If I hear one more negative thing about a third party, or if I hear one more negative thing about this, it's gonna trigger me. Like, I feel like for those of you that are really irritated with this repetitive theme that be surrounding Taurus energy, and you're like, I don't even have no friends, I don't even talk to nobody, I'm not even trying to do this or trying to do that, it can't be my energy. I feel like spirit is that energy keeps coming out. Those messages keep coming out for you, Taurus, because spirit's trying to make you aware that you got some triggers that you need to work on. Okay. Because we got self-love in reverse. Isolating yourself is not a sign of self-love. It's actually a protective mechanism. Okay. To prevent everything from happening or something like that. If you really believe that a higher power has you and nothing can really happen to you, you wouldn't even have to walk on eggshells. You wouldn't even have to worry about who's going to do something to you. Matter of fact, you would kind of walk through life like the Fool card, where it's like someone's like, oh, be careful, or be careful, don't walk that way, something may happen to you, or constantly making you worry about those things. If a higher power if you really believe that a higher power got you and is protecting you, you walk into the street right now. Yes, the possibility of something hitting you is possible, right? But you really wouldn't give a fuck. So something about tower moments, this thing that you can prevent everything from being careful, cautious. That's fear based. I don't know. So if you're at that phase in your life where you're trying to be aware of these triggers and things like that, and it's turned you into someone that's overly cautious and stuff like that, I feel like this is going to be happening for those of you Tauruses that are really being made aware of that. I do feel like there is something about, there is someone coming in, but before that person can come into your life, you gotta lighten the fuck up. Okay, Taurus, you gotta lighten up, because this is that type of energy where someone say hi to you, it's like, what you want from me, Willis? You know, eh, it's very rigid. It's like the glass half empty is understatement. It's an understatement, y'all. I don't know. So take that, take with that what you want to do with that. We're gonna move on. I don't be out here preaching to the choir. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do. Can't nobody tell you what to do. But this energy is very. I'm just trying to be nice about it. Because I ain't in the mood today to be triggering people. So you caught me on a good day. It's Friday. Moving on. So we have the moon in reverse. It's time to cry. There's something that you don't want to have to worry about. Whatever it is that you don't want to have to worry about, you don't want to have to think about, that's what's about to come up. I feel like you're about to meet someone that's going to make you cry a lot. And I feel like this person is a friend. It's nobody from your past. You don't have a history with this person, but they are going to heal you. You got to purge, okay? You need to release some pressure, some gas. They're not going to betray you. This person, that's your secrets are safe with them. And this person is going to be able to tell that you low key have this way about you where it's like, I'm a praying mantis. I will bite your head off. Don't fuck with me. You give off this vibe like that. And because you're very intuitive, this person's going to keep it very G with you. They're going to keep it very blunt and very honest. Like, hey, listen, I don't want to betray you. I'm not trying to lie to you. Let me go ahead and tell you this right now. I don't want no relationship. This is kind of what I'm looking for. If you down for it, I want to be friends, X, Y, and Z. Now, that honesty is the best policy, right? I feel like spirit is asking you not to hold this person accountable for the other type of friendships that you had, the other type of connections that you had. And because if you try to be all logical and use your cognitive reasoning and all those other mental things, because you have a lot of swords here, you're going to it's going to hurt you more than it has to. I feel like this person is meant to come into your life and help you cry, help you be vulnerable. Put your motherfucking guards down, Taurus. So they want you to know that this is it's going to help you get a chip off your shoulder. This can also show up energetically as well for those of y'all that have just gone a very long time being celibate. If you've gone a very long time being emotionally detached, I may just be picking up energetically on you needing a very good sexual healing session. Okay. Did I say that in the technical way correctly? Sexual healing session. Something like that. Moving on. Okay. So let's talk about your love life. You have... Ooh, what in the helly? If I say that one more time, that's like my new word right now. So just ignore me, okay? It says chronic multitasker. God damn, Taurus. Is that you? Is that you, Taurus? Are you doing 15, 11 million things at once? Huh? Oh my God. Okay, we have patience. We have homeless in reverse. We have resourcefulness. And then we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Bust it wide open, then I tell them bring it back. Bust it wide open, then I tell them bring it back. All right. In love, someone is about to be bust wide open. And I'm referring to your heart chakra. Okay. Your heart is about to be pouring. This energy right here is what I would call a really good cry. Okay. Having something reciprocated to you, someone that sees you for all you are, not just for what you have, okay? Not just for what you can provide, not just for what resources you have, but they see you. They see your heart. They see your kind nature. They see, your struggles, how many things you working on at once, all the things that you do, and why you are the way that you are. This is not someone that's looking for a place to stay. This is not a homosexual. This is not someone that's looking for a handout. They're good on their own. And one thing you're going to notice about this, your central nervous system is going to feel so at ease around this person. Just basking in the energy through the cards. They're very patient. They know how to read the room. They read your body language. This person is going to be able to read you really, really well. And just like all the things that you do, all the things that you accomplish by yourself, you have no one helping you. You have some of y'all don't even have a lot of resources. You've really been doing this for a very long time by yourself. And I don't think this person is going to victimize you or say, I feel sorry for you. This person is just going to acknowledge it. I feel like all you've ever wanted was for someone to acknowledge that you don't ask for fucking much, Taurus. You don't ask for a lot because look at you. You're willing to do it all by yourself. All you've ever asked was for someone to treat you the way that they would want to be treated. Treat me how I treat you. Do me how I do you. And you're not a fucked up person and you don't do fucked up things. So why is it so difficult for another person not to fuck you over? And without words, without you having to explain that, without you having to tell a motherfucker that, this person's just going to recognize it. So I'm seeing this person doing small things like, it's the simple things. It's the little things. Taurus, your energy is so abundant that material things don't really mean that much to you. This is someone that without you having to ask, without you having to say something is wrong, they just grab your foot and start massaging it. You know what I'm saying? They just give you a hug. You have to be really in tune with how another person is feeling and what they may not be showing to know that maybe this person needs a hug. Maybe they need a cuddle. Maybe they just need someone to tell them that they're doing a good job. Because you're already hard on yourself. You do not give yourself no days off. And so you're going to see that you feel comfortable just being transparent with this person, telling them things probably you don't share with everybody. And it's going to feel very therapeutic. I feel like this is this person's gift. Because I'm also seeing like you guys possibly taking, like going for walks, something about time slowing down. When your life slows down and you aren't taking on 15, a million, 11 different things, that's when this person comes in. And you're going to struggle with not having so many things to do. It's going to feel abnormal to you around the time when this person comes in. Some of you guys, this person is already in your life. So it just depends on what part of your timeline or your journey that you're on. So I just see you saying like you just want to, enjoy your life. You work hard, and when you're at a phase in your life where you're slowing down, and you have time, and you want to spend your free time with this person or with a friend or with someone like this, and you gonna be struggling though. I ain't gonna lie. How you gonna know it? How you gonna know that's the one? Is like you're gonna be struggling like, damn, like while you're talking, you're going to be like, am I really utilizing my day properly? Should I be? Hold on a second. All right, I'm back, y'all. All right, Spirit. Anything else? Yeah, Spirit said you can be 100% honest with this person. Two of Swords in reverse. Tell this person the truth. You taking your time. You're not ready to rush into anything. Um, this person's gonna tell you the truth, and you can tell them the truth. It's giving like Casper, the friendly ghost. Like your secrets are safe with me. What is up with this King of Swords energy in reverse and the constantly stalking you? Do you have a stalker? Do you have a stalker? There's someone that's stalking you outside of a connection that's coming in. The one is coming, but there's someone stalking you and they're trying to detour you. So be aware of someone trying to trap you. Because I do see a stalker here that feels like you can see right through them. And typically, they like to play these tactics with the King of Swords in reverse where they latch onto you. And they like to latch onto you and watch you start to conform to their ideology, start to conform to their beliefs, finishing their sentence. They like to see another person morph into or mold. Not really mold. It's kind of like this energy like I connected to you through conversation. The King of Swords can do that through conversation. And next thing you know, if they say good morning a certain type of way, you saying it the same way too. And now the way that you used to talk, you don't talk that way no more because they talk this way to you. You see what I'm saying? It's like a riddle me this and riddle me that. And before you know it, like they're waiting for signs that you are acclimating to their tendencies, right? That you're going to bed the same time they go to bed, that you're doing something that they're doing because they see you as a resource, but they feel like they have to latch on to you. It's giving very impish energy. They may feel like you're a rebel. They may feel like you're a rebel that refused to connect to any tree or to be connected to any one thing specifically because you have too many things going on at once. And I feel like this person is trying to narrow you down to only being focused on one thing. And I feel like what they want you focused on is whatever they find valuable at that time. So if this is someone that sees you as a commodity or resource, they may want you to cancel all your other projects or all the other things that you like to do. And let's say they want you to just focus on taking care of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to have to worry about nothing. I want to take care of everything. You just let me do everything, whatever. It's giving that type of vibe. Their voice sounds very patient, but they're not really a patient person. They're really a tyrant. And then this person's energy may be on you because this person projects themselves because they like to see themselves mirrored in other people. It lets them feel as if they're in control of that person. Okay, somebody's trying to wield some type of magic over thee. Welcome to the live, y'all. Yeah, this person's trying to steal your resources. You are an asset. And this is how this person is trying to. This is a separate energy from the other one that I described. So they may do like this breadcrumbing energy where they give you some attention and then they take it away. It's like it's a form of chastising. That's what I'm getting here. It's a form of teaching you. Like someone's trying to teach you how to be their greatest lover, or teach you how to be the type of lover they want you to be. Does they feel like you're moldable, you're groomable, you're fixable? I don't know. And I think this person is saying like you're stalling. They feel like you're stalling because you can see the truth about them. And not many people can see the truth about them. And so they find it a little bit intriguing. So what Spirit wants you to know is, if you're not ready to like meet someone, see someone, or do something more, or take something to the next level, take your time. Because I feel like the more you take your time and the more you stall and the more you delay, this person's going to come unraveled. They're going to become unraveled. And they're going to be like, oh, the reason why you don't want to do this is because that's what's wrong, because you don't know how to not do everything by yourself. You're used to doing everything by yourself, which would kind of lean towards guilt tripping, when you start to victimize yourself and you start to say, well, you know what, I am doing a lot by myself, I really could use a helpmate. No, all of that type of conversation is a way to get you to consider what another person wants for you. How do you know if it's what you wanted or is what someone else wanted for you? Welcome to the Stay Nested members. How do you know? You don't know. And then this person turns out to be this abusive person, and then you become unrecognizable to yourself. And so it starts off being like, oh, you came in solving problems, but sometimes the person solving the problems created the fucking problem to begin with. Weren't you not fine by yourself? Oh. So there's two energies showing up in love for you. So definitely use your discernment. And the right one is calm and patient and kind and gentle. Anywho, let's talk about your money and your finances. You have serial killer. Okay. So we got serial killer. We have playing it safe. Taurus, are you beating a dead horse? That's what it's giving. Thank you for the super chat. The odd Muslim. Hey girl, hey. And then we have illness in reverse. We have risk. And then we have the Two of Cups. A lot of y'all are going to have like a partnership or a friendship with someone that you work with. It's given very spontaneous. I'm also seeing like work flings. I'm not even going to hold you. Some of you guys that are like, you stay in the house all day. You don't really go where the excitement is going. You're doing that to kind of control and make sure that you don't get into certain patterns. Hell, you could be the serial killer. You may be beating yourself up for not knowing better or choosing better or doing better. And that's the worst type of way to go, is when you don't give yourself grace, but you give everyone else grace. You exclude yourself from that process. I'm also seeing, for those of you that are in an industry, because this gives me more industry. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles could talk about like a 9-to-5 job. But what this is telling me is that if you are in a 9-to-5 job, you won't be there forever. I'm not picking up on energy of you retiring on a 9-to-5 job. What I'm picking up on is you receiving some type of partnership, a professional partnership, contract, independent contract, or a clientele. That's what this is giving me. And it's giving me in The best way I could describe this is, let's say you're really good at doing one thing, and then someone in that industry has a lot of control or a lot of pull, and so they make it harder for you to do your job. And then you leave that market or that industry and you go do something else somewhere else. So it doesn't look like you lose traction where you have to start over. I feel like you merge. This is like a merging. Some of y'all, this is a brand deal as well. But it's giving me like a merging. Merging with someone that's very powerful. And you have peace of mind. You know what I mean? Who is this? What is this? What is this merging energy here? Spirit, show me what's this merging energy at work for Taurus. So you got an investor. If someone wants to invest in your project or whatever you're doing for work, like invest. Is this like a silent supporter or a silent investor? If it's like a silent investor or supporter that invests in you so that you don't have to settle. You don't have to settle for relationships that are built off of, oh, it's cheaper to keep someone, or oh, we work better for each other because we need each other. There's someone invested in you at work where you can have high standards. That's what it's giving me here. And so a lot of opportunists aren't able to connect with you, and it's because there is a silent or private investor that is investing in you. I don't know whether you know it or not. I get this, like, as I'm channeling, I have this voice in the back of my head that's like, yeah, right, maybe for someone else, or it's like, it's really negative. Like, we'll see. It's really condescending, very negative. And I can't quite tell if that's like something in your own mind that you battle with. And so I find myself constantly having to reiterate that it's real and it's not fake, or that is really I'm really seeing it, like, to prove it. And I feel like that is something like I'm only picking up when I'm saying something good. Like every time I'm about to say something good for you, Taurus, there's something manifesting in a negative context. And I'm really trying to figure out where it's coming from, but I feel like it goes way back to the beginning of the reading when I was talking about like this, the pessimistic outlook on life in general. And that's where the serial killer. So you may be your own serial killer, like when it comes to your ability, what you're capable of. And you're like, I'm damn sure I know that's not coming to me because I haven't even left my safe zone. I haven't even left my fence. And I feel like spirit is like, that's very insulting. I feel like spirit is sitting here like, just because you don't see some shit happening don't mean it ain't happening. And then some people may be some Taurians may be deliberately dragging their feet on purpose because they want God to prove himself to them, or they want spirit prove to me that it's real. I'm going to sit here. I'm not going to do nothing. You're almighty, right? This is so true, right? Make it happen. I shouldn't have to do nothing. I don't know. It's giving that type of vibe. Of course, it's not for everybody, but Nothing worth having comes without a risk. I'm just saying. So let's see. There it is again. Three of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Y'all know how Rihanna, and it's so crazy because I had found the GIF, or what's it called? I don't even know how to say it. And I posted it over there on the community tab, right? And it was Rihanna twerking. But you guys know how like she was a singer, right? But she had someone in the industry that was like her manager, or like her, whoever controlled her contract. Whatever was happening with management and upper people, they really made it difficult for her to sing and do what it is that she loved and have the freedom to creatively express herself, right? Excuse me. All speculation. Allegedly. Hold on. Let me stop laughing. Oh, honey. Allegedly. And so she allegedly she tapped into a different market. She loved makeup, right? So she did that. And she hasn't dropped a record in how long? Hold on. I don't want coffee out here. So for those of y'all that are in social media in any context, Three of Pentacles is coming up to me as an industry or a community, an escape in the ruin of like how an industry or a community works to, you know, stop people or hinder people from being successful. Now, this is all allegedly, of course, for entertainment purposes only. That's what I'm seeing here. When did playing it safe ever work for you? That's what Spirit's saying. When did playing it safe ever work for you? If you can tell me a time where playing it safe to avoid conflict worked for you, then Spirit is saying, I'll let you have that. But when it comes to family, when you play it safe and you try to walk on eggshells, it still doesn't end well. When it comes to relationships, you play it safe and you try to walk on eggshells, it still doesn't end well. So when has it ever worked for you? And if it's never worked for you, then that's a clear indication that you got to do some shit differently. Hell, you might as well just be you might as well. You might as well stop playing it safe because you did that already. Switch the game up. Five of Swords. Switch it up. Do some shit different. Move around. Pull it. Make a different play. Sometimes you gotta create the strategy, or you gotta use the the enemy against itself, and that's kind of like they're putting you up on game really when it comes to your finances in the industry. So this may be what's happening collectively as well. Take a page out of their book. Pay attention. Read between motherfucking lines. Because I feel like a lot of people in the collective especially celebrities, are telling y'all. They hope y'all able to see when certain people are in control of the narrative, you have to go back to the basics. And the basics is you have to create the performance that then draws the attraction, right? So in that situation, that would be equivalent to creating beef where there's no beef so it can stir up something that cannot be controlled by the narrator or some shit like that. And then the manifestation of trolls are going to appear because they're going to be aware that you get the game and you understand the game, and then what they're going to do is try to like call you out about it, but you don't owe nobody no fucking explanation. It was never easy for people like you get it? And the reason why, so now you know how to play the system against itself. I don't know who needed to hear that, but I feel like you got ancestors and spiritual guides that be putting you up on game. You got a couple ideas, a couple of plays that you've been wondering which one you should play first. This is your confirmation. Hit me with your best shot. Okay, fire away. Eight of Cups in reverse. Let them think they won. Something about let them think they won. This is definitely saying like stroking the ego. Oh my God, I get it. You guys saw the movie Barbie, right? What happens in the end? She feels defeated because Ken just took over. And then she plays their own weakness against them. What did she do? She didn't go directly to each person and wake them up. She proposed a question that created that she planted a seed that created a ripple effect that eventually made other people answer their own question, and then they woke up from that spell and was like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't even like doing shit like this. This is not even who I am. You see what I'm saying? And so there's something about whatever it is that you do, you pack the ability to wake people up from a sleeping spell, a curse. Okay? An illusion. So, in the end, she had to stroke Ken's ego for a while. And she had to let him think that he was finally getting what he wanted, allegedly. The Hermit. Okay, you got to be like the Underground Railroad, you know? You got to move inconspicuously. Because this is telling you got two big egos here. And they hate to see you be successful. Your biggest haters may be literally like people that wanted to be with you. People that wanted to be in a relationship with you. And the fact that you're successful, or the fact that you don't ever have to come crawling back to them or come to them for help. These are people that made shit done on purpose to guarantee, trying to like make plays to guarantee you come back to them and ask them for mercy. Like, and so your pride may be saying like, you know what? I don't even want to participate. I don't even want to play the game no more. Take me out the game, coach. And Spirit's like, hold on. Before you jump out the game, let me make this one little play. I got one play for you, and it's going to wow the fuck out of everybody. And all you got to do, because you got your head on straight, all you got to do is go into the lion's den. Okay? You going into the lion's den is like Little Red Riding Hood. on the path with the fox. Instead, this time you're on the path and you already know they're a fox. You see what I'm saying? And so just when they're about to attack or make some type of play or do something strategically towards you, you're humbling narcissists. That's what this is. A narcissistic industry, a narcissistic something. You're humbling it. Narrative. You have multiple people that, damn, and they fans too? The Two of Cups. They sick. They sick. They sick. They sick. They're not gonna sleep. They're not gonna have no rest. This is literally like people grieving over you. You're probably the most mentally sane, healthy person, but when you give the entire world that have mental issues a little square box that's a screen, you're like putting a magical wand in their hand and asking them not to do some stupid shit. That's pretty much what this is. The telephone is like a magical wand. And it's a sickness. But in order to break the spell of that sickness, some of you guys have to go there and you have to play the part. You have to play the part. You got to start somewhere. You can't help someone unless you know how bad it really is. Then you got something to work with. You feel me? Then you got something to work with. Then you can plant new seeds. But if you only want to stay in your healthy bubble because it's safe there, then there's no purpose. But when you go out there into the world where that's where the sickness is, that's where the issue is, that's where the problem is, and you speak their language or you're on their frequency and you're able to be in it but not of it, there and only there can you actually help someone. Can you make a difference? So there's something about inconspicuously making a difference without causing a ruckus just yet. Okay. And you may be sick and tired. Like, I'm tired of talking about love. I'm tired of hearing about this. I want to talk about this and serious topics. But sometimes if you have a whole collective that's under this spell and you are someone with the ability to break that spell, you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. So I feel like you're tapping into some type of extra gift that you have, activation. How to utilize it, though. I feel like Spirit wants you to utilize it. I'm a stripper, and this is my life. Not everybody gonna want to go to the strip club, but maybe you can go. Maybe you got the body, maybe you got the aesthetics, whatever. And that goes for anywhere. Maybe you got the degree to go to the hospital. Shit, man. See, God knew not to damn. I would have been the first person to sign up. Take me to the strip club. Yes. I would have been the first person to sign up for that mission. But no. No. I would have liked it too much. You see what I'm saying? And that's why God didn't put me there. That's why God didn't let me have a body that I would want. Yes, I can make some shit shake. Because I can make a brown paper bag look like something, okay? But God didn't give me that body because I would have liked it too much. So some of the hardest tasks be for the ones that don't want it. And for the ones that do want it, you being called to go somewhere else. And it's like, damn, man, I would have loved to go there. Because it's not a challenge. You fit in too much. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what Spirit got to say to you. Spirit. So we have emoji overuser. I feel like, what Spirit, what is that? All right, we have community. We're living in a day and age where emojis is the new communication. We have aid in reverse. People don't really want to be helped for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? We have flirtation in reverse. And they just want to be told. These are some serious times. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, there's the community. Because this is a wake-up call, right? Coffee cup. Get things going. Stir the pot. Okay. Piping hot. Coffee, community, all this energy here. What Spirit is saying is you're going to be in a relationship really soon. And when you're in a relationship, you may not really care to be in the digital world, kind of like with the immature people, right? Because emojis and it's like you may be very mature, a little too mature for certain communities. You're not really for everybody, right? But not everybody can get to your level. Not everybody can get to the teacher's lounge. So Spirit's trying to say, get out of the teacher's lounge, get out of your comfort zone, and realize that it's not about you. Yeah, you may like to do something. You may enjoy it. This is what I like. This is what I want to do. And you may know a lot. You may know it all, right? But when you're called to go somewhere, but you don't want to tap on that frequency, because with flirtation in reverse, this is pretty much saying like you don't want to tap on that spiritual frequency where it's talking about love, talking about this, because you're in a relationship. You got your person. You got what you need. You're looking for something that is, you're not looking to keep up with this or keep up with that. You don't really care about none of that. You want to know what you're supposed to be doing. You want to know how to create generational wealth for yourself. It's like your focus is really on, you feel like something is overused, oversaturated, and you're not really into, hold on a second. Hello? Yeah. All right, let me open it. Okay. Hold on a second. And so, like, something's oversaturated. There's a community that's oversaturated. Hell, you could be tired of listening to love readings. You could be tired of hearing about a person's person. You may be tired of feeling like everything's just so watered down, washed up, whatever. And all that's great and dandy. And maybe you want to know how it applies to you. Even if you're single, maybe you just don't want to be stuck on that because it's not going to help you. It's like an addiction. It's something that's unhealthy. It's not healthy. You should be focusing on yourself. Hey, babe, I get it. It's preaching to the choir. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what Spirit is saying is if there's a problem and something is over consuming or overindulging or over something, you may have got out of it, but there's 15 million, 11 trillion people that still haven't got out of it. And so there is a purpose to being able to have that thought process complete and have it put out there. It doesn't mean that it's a reflection of you or that you're dirty or you're getting yourself in something that you don't want to be connected to. What it's saying is You've evolved to a level of expertise that could be beneficial to the masses. That's it. That's all. So whatever industry you in, be beneficial to the masses and get your ass out the teacher lounge. What the hell you in the teacher lounge for? You supposed to go in there, get your cup of coffee, and you go back into the classroom. So it's like Spirit is saying there's still classes that need to be fucking taught. There's still subjects to fucking learn. Y'all, you ain't dead yet. You're still alive. And you're still fucking needed. So instead of consume with purpose, that's what Spirit is saying. If you stop seeing it as you're consuming something and it drains you or it makes you feel some type of way or you don't like it, remember, sometimes you have to go where the people are, right? If you go to a classroom and they have short attention span, put yourself in put that teacher hat on. You in this class and everybody, you got to teach this lesson and nobody's paying attention. They have short attention span, emoji overuser. All they know is dab, wham, wham, bam. So you have to pull out your ADHD bag. You got to pull out your crafts. You got to get crafty. You got to speak in more than one language. And a lot of it is nonverbal because we're in a nonverbal time. People are getting, it's not that it's a problem. Okay, Juju. It's not that it's a problem. Spirit is saying people are just becoming way, way more nonverbal. And the more nonverbal you are, that means you're connecting more to your instincts and your feelings. And so you just have to learn how to work with it. And I feel like that's what they want you to know. So that way you can wake up every day and know why you're doing something or why you're listening to something or why you're doing whatever it is that you're doing on your journey. That's the purpose behind it all. That's why Spirit's trying to get you out of your own way. That's why Spirit is saying they're going to be shady. They're going to be like, imagine you being, you happen to work with grown ass adults, but they have the comprehension of a middle schooler that's popping their gum and they don't listen and they doing the same shit over and over and over again. Where's your patience? Hey, God had patience for you. How can you exhibit some of that grace that was given to you and pass that down? How can you come up with a lecture or a curriculum that isn't going to require people to conform, but this proposes another riddle? I feel like there's something about you're breaking not just your generational shit anymore. This is like Spirit is saying you can help people along the way with aid and reverse, but you don't want to. It's like, no, I'm past that. I want to go on to the next topic. I'm tired of doing the same thing. But I helped you out. So Spirit is saying, so let me perform wonders through you to help the next person. And the next person and the next person, and keep on doing that. Keep moving. You still got life in your body. All right. Here we go. Last but not least, we have yoga pretzel. Very interesting imagery. Okay. Then we have man holding a coin in reverse. Now, this is the one, y'all. I want you to know this is the one. Then we have lost in reverse. Lost without you. Can't help myself. Impulsive. Someone's a daredevil. How does it feel? And then we have strength in reverse. Ooh. Well, someone is definitely in their feelings right now. Okay. You're unraveling someone from their slumber. Because I saw the mummy, and I saw a mummy wrapped up in like the gauze that they wrap them in. And it's like everything, like this person's feet are unbound, their legs are unbound, every part of their body is unbound but their head. And so I feel like someone's crown is being put on straight. Someone's crown is being put on straight. And they're being like, you are resurrecting someone from the dead. Okay. Strong Scorpio energy. Like they feel like their engine, their spark for life, their zest for life is burning. You know what I'm saying? The engine number 9, the energy is burning. Okay. I also see this person feeling this desire to, like, it's manifesting in the spirit, but it hasn't quite manifested in the flesh yet. This person isn't quite ready to say goodbye to someone or something. But whatever had this person all entangled in mess, confusion, distortion, and just feeling like really emotionally, mentally, and spiritually tapped out, like numb. I really picking up a long numb energy. I don't think this person ever thought that they could actually love another person again. They could have actually lost like an actual lover, or they actually, like, someone could actually die. Like, this gives me like when someone else passed away, they passed away. You know what I'm saying? And if this could be a grandparent, family member, whatever it is, it's like there was no reason for to go on in life again. You get what I'm saying? And some of y'all, you've met this person or you're gonna meet this person. I don't think they're gonna tell you that, but so spirit is showing you the chemical reaction, okay? The effect, the cause and effect that's happening between you and this person. The chemistry is chemistry, okay? And so you have someone here that was ready to leave this earth, really. Like, I'm just waking up every single day waiting to die, essentially. And then here you have this person now feeling like they have a reason to be alive. They have a reason to stay on here on earth. And because it's because they met someone like you. That is deep. Or they're going to meet someone like you. So this person, you know, at times with the strength in reverse, I do feel like when they start to doubt themselves, they only doubt themselves in regards to like where they are financially in their life. At whatever age they are, they have this expectation. You know, and with the King of Pentacles, these are based off of society's necessity. You know what I'm saying? But instead of like being impulsive and reckless, being connected to your energy makes this person just want to sit down and kind of like channel that into some type of creative expression instead of jumping in their car and going doing reckless things, or, you know, or needing to like satisfy an itch in a reckless way. And so that speaks volumes. And the itch could be something as simple as, you know, instead of someone going out to go smoke every single day or multiple times a day, they may feel the desire or the urge less and less and less to go and indulge in something. Maybe it's drinking, maybe it's smoking, maybe it's hanging out with friends. Whatever this person's vice was that kills you slowly. Like, I'm hearing Constantine, and I think like, yeah, that kills you slowly on the inside, but you don't care because you're like, hell, I don't want to be here anyway. I feel like that person is feeling the desire less and less and less, you know, to engage in those activities. This person has a lot of responsibilities, but the ones that don't belong to them, they're saying no. This is someone that struggled with telling people no. They carry burdens like they took it as, it's my burden, it's my fault. I gotta pay for this for the rest of my life. This is the person that when they see you, they see themselves. When they see you struggle, they feel like they know what it's like to be in this position and they want to lighten your load. But I feel like this person is either at a distance from you or something about finishing up a contract, a cycle, a tour, something about something like that. Like they could drive trucks. It's definitely giving me like work. You got to do what you got to do, right? 10-10. You are this person's muse. When they be at work picking up all them loads or whatever it is that they picking up extra shifts or going from spot to spot, location to location, touring, whatever, they think of you. I'm telling you, they think of you. It's like, if you could do it, I could do it. You make someone feel like if you could do it, I could do it. If you make no excuses for yourself, damn it, I don't want to make no excuses for myself. Yeah, I see this person, where this person's doubt comes in is as much as they want to like take a risk towards you in your direction. With the Chariot in reverse, this is, I don't want my demanding schedule to slow you down. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to steal from your shine. I don't want to pull you away from what you are already doing to help me or encourage me. I'll sit down and I'll meditate. I'll solve my own problems. So this is someone that, what it is. Yeah, I'm hearing that song where he said the one you, it's like the one that's like always gonna be there, but you always call them last. Like you're like the last resort. You would be the last resort, not because this person doesn't feel like you need to be the first. It's because they respect you in a way where it's like, to know that they were able to handle it on their own without having to, you like the big guns, you're like the heavy hitter, and this person is like, I want to feel like I can handle it without having to turn to you, because they're already turning to you in so many ways. All right, so this is the reason why this person, like, they love you, but this is the reason why this person is not really ready to commit or really be in a relationship. Is because they don't want to pull you from your element into their world and it not be something that you genuinely would want to be a part of. And so don't get me wrong with the Seven of Pentacles. I do feel like this is this person saying like they're often struggling with how much they should invest. What limit is too much, and I think this person is overthinking it. They're overthinking it because they have, with the King of Pentacles, regardless of what their situation may be right now, they could be spending a lot of money, and that's why they're showing up as the King of Pentacles, because they are reinvesting in themselves, and so they have to recoup that money back or something like that. This is an overthinker. Yeah, oh my God, this is the overthinker. Whoever the one is for you, they're an overthinker. Yeah, they're like, I gotta stop that shit. Yeah, think. So let's get what's um the more you do you and you're just sitting in your power and you're just, taking risk and living your life in X, Y, and Z, you challenge this person without you even trying to change. And they're not changing for you, but they are changing because of you. There is a difference. It's like, yeah, I gotta stop overthinking. I gotta stop that shit. I gotta stop doubting myself. I gotta stop being indecisive. I gotta stop questioning whether or not someone can hold their own. This is someone that's being very aware of how they may come off. Their controlling tendency of needing to feel reassurance in certain areas of their life, it stems from a loss that they went through. And when they love someone, they can really smother the fuck out of it. Very Taurus energy. They could tend to smother it to death. Like, you squeeze one more time, you gonna squeeze all the juice out this person. I feel like that's how they live. They're very, very overprotective of you. And so with the Ace of Cups in reverse, they run the well dry though when they do that, because it's like a fear thing. And when fear and insecurity is present, the divine feminine energy isn't at its fullest potential, and you can't water that. You know what I'm saying? So it becomes a drag. Someone may be like a drama queen, male or female, doesn't matter. And then when they realize that they're the problem, they when they realize that they are the problem, they beat themselves up. So it's like this perpetual cycle of, oh my God, I wasn't aware that I was doing that. I'll change that right away. And then it's like, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? Oh my God. Like, they just overthink it. And it's like, yo, chill. Sit your ass down. And so I feel like if you talk to this person like that, they really need it. Okay. They really need it, because there's something about their brain doesn't stop spinning. Like, oh my God, this rabbit hole, this rabbit hole, this right. Sit your ass down. Sit down, eat your breakfast, and be quiet. And this person be over there like, Hercules, Hercules. See, I feel so much better now. I'm fixed. This person be like, you fixed me. See, I was worrying for no reason, and it's all better. Sometimes you just need to take that aunt. You need to take that mama voice. Okay, you need to pull out that damn. All that gentle parenting ain't for everybody, because this is definitely someone that just needed someone to say, sit your ass down, you thinking too much. Ain't nobody ever taught this person how to stabilize their central nervous system. And sometimes you just need to flick. Just to do a little flick one time. And then it just factory reset them. And then to the outside world, they're like, did you just flick that person? Like, don't watch our kinks, okay? You don't understand what's happening up here. I'm not hurting this person. Meanwhile, this person needs you to like bring them back down to reality, and they're all better. Special baby. So these are all the messages that I have. You guys have hung out with me, watched the Taurus Show. If you are a part of the Stay Nested tier, Lovebirds tier, and the Soul Train, I'm going to end this live stream and I'm going to jump over there so we can go ahead and spin the wheel to answer the questions that you guys dropped in the comment section on the community tab. For those of you that are new to the channel, if you join If you decide to join any of the membership tiers, the list is already closed for this month. But what is it? The next drawing will be at the end of October. So it'll be like around Halloween time. All right. So that's it. That's all. Love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Okay. This is a lot of fun. Good night.